All right, guys, and welcome. I've got a car behind me. We're about to die. Take two. All right, guys, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. And we are in Albufeira, Portugal. We are literally about to head down to the local town to find a nice cafe to get a coffee and some breakfast. It is already about, I'm about to die again. The plan of action for today is our first day of an activity. We've got a boat that's taken us out to like a cave. It's like an iconic tourist spot here in Albufeira. We're going to go check that out, and I think we're also going to potentially see some dolphins. And then a little bit later on, we're off to find a local gym to get a training session in. I've got legs on the agenda today. My partner, I think she's got an upper session, which mainly consists of delts and back. So that is literally the plan of action. But we are, I mean, this place is absolutely gorgeous. I've been to Algarve before in Portugal, but never Albufeira, and already fallen in love with the place. So like I said, we're going to try and locate a cafe so that we can get our morning coffee fix in, and then potentially get some food as well. So I'll catch you guys. I mean, hold on, you've got to check this view out. Right, there's a massive lift in the way. We can do better than that. Hold on. This is Albufeira. Absolutely stunning. Nice and peaceful to get out first thing in the morning when it's nice and quiet, so you can just ground yourself, be with your thoughts, and yeah. So we will catch you. I mean, my partner has insisted that I do a funky transition for you guys, so we're going to find that cafe now, and I'll catch you guys in there. So we've just magically we've managed to locate the cafe again with a stunning view. Not gonna lie, I was piping hot, which my partner did pre-warn me. But just ordered some foods. We've gone for the full English each, coffee, and that's literally it. I think we've got a few hours until the boat trip. It's what, 10 o'clock now. The boat trip's about 2 hours time. So have the coffee, have some food, get back to the apartment, get ready, get changed, and then make our way down there. So the next time you guys will probably see me will be on the boat, going out to the sea, looking and hunting for some dolphins. So we've just got back from breakfast, and we've got about 45 minutes to kill until we need to head off to the marina. And we've been actually very fortunate, the location that we picked in terms of proximity to everything. We've got the marina for the boat trip that we have, which is a 10-minute walk in that direction. The town that we were just in is literally 5 minutes in that direction. You can pretty much see it in the background. And then the local gym that I found is about a 3-minute drive in Uber, and then it's about a 15-20 minute walk. So what I've been doing is I've been getting the Uber to the gym, just because I don't want to exhaust myself walking in the sun, being dehydrated by the time that I get there, and then having no pump during the training session, because it's all about the pump at the end of the day. But then I've been walking back because I feel like when you get the Uber everywhere, they're always going to take the quickest routes, which is always the main streets, and you don't get to immerse yourself in the main like heart and culture of the country that you're within. So walking back, I've been able to go down like all the back roads, all the streets, all the side alleys, the places that you just wouldn't see ever if you were to always get an Uber and taxi everywhere. So anyone that's on holiday, I would always strongly encourage people to try and walk as much as you can, not just like from a health perspective, but just so that you can actually immerse yourself in the culture of the country that you're staying in and visiting. There's certain aspects that you would just never see if you were in an Uber. And I managed to get some really nice pictures. I managed to talk to some people on the way as well. And one thing that I've noticed out here, and I don't know if it's because in general, like you've got this illustrious weather 24/7, 52 weeks of the year, and you've got these exquisite scenes. Sun is shining almost every day, so like you have no reason to be negative and moody. But in general, everyone has been so nice and polite to speak to. But in particular, I've noticed an increased interest in people approaching myself to ask me questions in relation to my size and bodybuilding. And you always get those stereotypical conversations with some older geezer who's that person. I was once that size 30, 40 years ago. I'd done the British, I'd done the universe. And it always makes me think, what British and universe are these people talking about? Because most of them look about 50 years old. So if they're saying I competed 20, 30 years ago, 3 decades ago, I'm pretty sure PCA wasn't about then. So which federation are they referring to, and which British and which universe? They always say the same sentence every single time back in my day, and it just makes me laugh. But at the end of the day, it's all just a bit of fun, and it's cool with me because out here, it's virtually impossible to be angry or annoyed at anything when you have this gorgeous weather and these beautiful scenes. How could you? And we found them. How many were there? We've got 6 of them. Wow, that's incredible. Look how close they are. Wow. Oh, look at that. You literally could just stay out here all day, couldn't you? Just watch them. I mean, honestly, it doesn't get any better than that. Oh wow, it opens up as well at the top.
Oh, it's freezing.
It's gonna be cold.
1, 2, 3.
Just get on with it.
Lift it up.
Had to be done. Yeah, didn't want to miss that. So let's just go now.
We're now back at the apartment after what was an incredible day out and an incredible experience. I'd have to say for both of us, that was like a once in a lifetime opportunity, especially seeing the dolphins, because it's not always guaranteed that you're going to see them out in the wild. But yeah, that was a surreal moment, and I'm really glad that we both got to see that. And then the caves as well. I didn't actually know, a little fun fact, the cave, the particular cave that we went to see, the tour guide said it became infamous because Microsoft took a picture of that cave, and it became the screensaver. So that's why it became so popular around the world. So that was quite interesting. But we're now back at home. I'm absolutely exhausted. So I've got my meal here, which is, I think, meal 3 of the day. And we've got a lovely meal cooked by my beautiful partner. She told me to say that. But we've got some salad, chicken, rice, a little bit of ketchup. And this is going to be my pre-workout meal. And then I'm going to head down to the gym to get either a pull or leg session in. But I'll base that on how I'm feeling. But I've also got myself a monster. So I'll get this food, get the monster in, a little bit of energy, and then I'll decide whether we're going to hit legs or back. But that's pretty much it. I'm going to dig into my foods because I'm now absolutely starving. Right, so we're just waiting for the Uber to arrive to take me to the gym. I think I've got about a minute or two until it gets here. I think I'm going to play it safe and just do a pull session today because I'm not going to lie, after 2.5 hours being fully exposed in the sun, I'm feeling absolutely exhausted, and I think it'd be a bad decision to do a leg session because the gym that I've been training at has no aircon, there's no ventilation, the windows are shut, it's in a basement as well. So I think I'll be severely dehydrated by the end of that workout. So we're going to play it safe, err on the side of caution, and just do a pull session. But like I said, just waiting for the Uber to get here. I don't actually know which direction it's going to come from because all the roads around here are like one-way streets. So I don't know if the Uber is going to come from that direction or that direction. I mean, the Uber is here. Right, I'll catch you guys at the gym. All right, guys, so we made it in the gym and it's relatively busy. And unfortunately, there's a language barrier between myself and who I can assume must have been the manager. So I'm not entirely sure if I'm allowed to film in here or not. Plus, with it being relatively busy, I want to respect all the other members of the gym. So this is all I'm going to record in here. Like I said earlier, it's boiling hot. The last time that I came down here, it was like midday. It's now 6 o'clock. I think there was only 1 or 2 people in here. Now there's like 20, 30 people in here. So it's very, very warm, very humid. But I've got a set on the T-bar rows. I've already done 2 exercises, a mag grip cable lat pull down, and then a cable row variation. They're actually very limited in here with their back variations. So I think I've got 2 sets on here. And then there's a rowing machine down there. I'll jump on that. And then I'll move on to some arm work, and then that'll be me done. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I'm just going to crack on because there's a lot of people around me. I don't know what they're doing. They don't know what I'm doing. So let's just move some heavy ass weight. Oh, I've got like sun cream, hair gel, and everything else in my eyes. It absolutely stings. I don't know how people train out here. I know they acclimatise to the weather, but this is unbearable. Jesus Christ. The worst part is they don't have a water fountain in here as well. So I've got like half a litre to last me the rest of the session and also get me home, which is a 20-minute walk. Wish me luck. Oh, that is the workout done and dusted. And as you can tell, we're back at the apartment now. So essentially, the workout mainly consisted of going until I had no pump left, which was purely dictated on the lack of water. So just trained and trained and trained until I was dehydrated and therefore had no pump left. I think I got to, it was the Preacher Girl, and I tried one set and there was literally nothing. So that was me done there. A good session, in and out, about an hour maximum. And like I said earlier, it's a 2-minute Uber drive, which is really, really handy for me. And we're back at the apartment now. And I just wanted to say, I do apologize for being a little bit non-verbal today in this vlog, but I don't know what it was. I've just been very exhausted today. For some context, I've been waking up at 4:30 in the morning because I have an athlete in prep and it's their peak week this week. They've got 2 back-to-back shows on Saturday and Sunday. Now, despite the fact, fortunately, there's no time difference from Portugal to UK, I'm just waking up at 4:30 because Bax, that's the time that he's been waking up, and I need to make sure that I'm waking up at the same time. So my days are becoming extremely long, and the amount of expenditure that I've been doing this week is significantly profound. I mean, this is quite embarrassing, but on average, on a day-to-day basis, I normally accumulate about 2,000 to 5,000 steps. On this holiday, I've been averaging at least 12,000 minimum. So there's a significant discrepancy from the amount of expenditure that I do at home in comparison to here. So waking up early, making sure that my client Bax is sorted for the day with his peak week, and then the activities that I'm doing, the expenditure that I'm doing, the humidity here, I think is like 80% at the moment. That's what's leaving me exhausted, and therefore I become a little bit non-verbal. And when I'm completely drained and tired, this is me now exposing one of my insecurities. But when I was at school, I suffered with a speech impediment and I also have a slight lisp. So when I'm exhausted, that is amplified and accentuated, and it makes me even more conscious and insecure about the way that I'm speaking, the pronunciation of certain words. Sometimes I stutter. So I feel like that's been playing on my mind today. So I do apologize for being a little bit non-verbal in today's vlog. But anyway, we're back at the apartment now. So I'm going to get myself out of these sweaty clothes, jump in the shower, get myself changed, and then we're going to head into town to grab some dinner. So that is pretty much where we're at. I reckon I could do that any day. Right guys, so we're just heading back to the apartment now. Unfortunately, we didn't film anything in terms of food. To be honest with you, it was very late. So all I wanted to do was just eat my food, get some ice cream, and then head back to the apartment. So on that note, we're gonna end today's video here. I'm absolutely shattered. I've run out of words. I've run out of brain power. So I hope you guys did enjoy today's video, and that's pretty much it. So I'll catch you all on the next one.